Hello everybody. Welcome on in. I am Orion. We are back with yet another Zombie Survivors, and today we're going to be doing an electric bleed build, which was sort of inspired by this user in the Discord. I probably will mispronounce your name, but Prozravek. They had a build that we've done something sort of similar to it, where you get the electric items, you get the bleed items, but their build focused mostly on the survivability aspect of it and not necessarily the damage. And they ended up surviving a very long time, and because of that, they ended up doing an insane amount of damage with some of their abilities. So that's what we're going to try to replicate today. We're going to run the Ghost, we're going to run the Engineer, and we're going to run the Medic. We're going to start off with the Ghost, Vile Wasteland. We're going to run Endless, and then we're going to get rid of this. We're going to run HP, damage, weapon cooldown, and then we're going to run Slashing, because the Slashing is going to be our main ones here that we want to get. So the extra damage, Slashing type, let's go. I'm curious to see how this goes, and the numbers they posted are pretty freaking insane. I haven't gotten anywhere near those damage numbers, so that's kind of why I want to try this out and see how we can do that with the current build that they use. They actually banned shurikens too, so we might do that. I'm gonna try to replicate it as best as I can, so let's go Pulsar. The main ones that we're gonna do though are 1,000 cuts and shurikens, or not shurikens, kunais. Those are gonna be the main biggest damage dealers anyways, so a lot of this isn't gonna matter. But what we're gonna do, the items we're gonna take here, we're gonna take the 2 electric items, we're gonna take the 2 bleeding items, so there's bleeds last longer, and bleed effect goes twice as fast, so we're gonna get those. We're gonna get the 2 electric items, so electricity lasts twice as long, and then electricity can transfer to other enemies. And then we're gonna pick up a lot of other ability cooldown reduction items. So let's go Katana. And then I guess the main objective here is to just survive while your Ghost does all this massive damage with their weapons. Let's go Kunai. And they actually ran the micro bombs too, so I'm gonna try doing the micro bombs. So I almost always run cyanide, but let's try the micro bombs. Like I said, we're gonna try to replicate this build as close as we can. Okay, we'll do Katana. So no engineer or medic, so that's a reroll. Do Katana Splash. Okay, so we're gonna do a lot of ability cooldown reduction too. So we want ability cooldown. We basically want cooldown reduction on a lot of these. One of the big things though is that we're gonna pick up the coffee cup, and that's gonna give us a ton of weapon cooldown reduction. So okay, so these are. Let's banish the Emerald Gem. None of these are the ones we want. So again, we want the 2 electric, the 2 bleeds, coffee cup, solar panel, nuts and bolts. Solar panel, so we'll definitely take solar panel. That's going to give us a 50% chance to reduce our abilities. go katana. We will take a few of the damage and XP items if they show up. Glass cannon too, we'll take that if it shows up early, and then we can just replace it later. And then if we see the empty chest or if we see the XP item, we'll take those and replace them. I definitely want to make sure that I get another character though on this next SOS. Okay, so we're gonna go 1,000 cuts. Let's go 1,000 cuts again. Max that out. All right, maxed out 1,000 cuts, and then for our next item, Ring of Power, we'll take that too because we can swap that out later. So let's do that one. Okay, we can do the health regeneration here. Let's actually lock down cooldown reduction. I really want to make sure we get this next SOS though, because I don't like to have to use rerolls on the characters, but at this point we're going to, because I need to pick someone else up for the extra XP gains and to make sure I'm leveling up all their abilities. Should be due for an SOS here any second now. Okay, let's see. Which ones did they take here? They take Unstoppable. So again, mostly like defensive stuff. Where's our SOS at? It's been a very long time since that first SOS. Here it is, finally. Okay, so I prefer engineer. Awesome. Okay, let's do we'll do laser. I think that's what they did. So hold on 1 second. Yeah, laser. Okay. Once we get the the ring of power maxed out, we'll replace that too. And then, okay, let's see. We're gonna banish retaliate. Or no, we can banish. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll banish chick magnet. Then let's re-roll these. Okay, let's banish hit tracks. Re-roll these. Okay, so we're gonna take glass cannon, and that's gonna be a replaced item later on, though. Let's put that on the engineer. So we're just gonna take that for the early game when it's easier, and we're not gonna get one-shot it. Okay, let's do energy shield. And then again, for energy shield, I usually run the frozen one, but in this build, we're gonna run the block projectiles because mostly defensive. We want to avoid taking the hits that are gonna kill us. So we'll try that out. Let's go energy shield. Okay, let's go electrocution for this one. Game of chicken with him. Okay, let's do energy shield. We'll just try to max that out. I guess I'm not really in a rush to get that one though. Okay, so we're gonna take bleeding edge. This is gonna be a really crucial item here, so let's banish retaliation. We'll take bleeding edge. So that's one of our slashing items. Okay, ability cooldown reduction, that's a good one. Let's put that on the engineer. Let's go with electrocution. Okay, so we're gonna go with protection here then. Protection is going to stop projectiles from hitting us. It's gonna much reduce the range, but locking the projectiles will be pretty good, especially like late game. I guess we're gonna liberate this. I don't know how much. I don't really like waiting too long to get the characters I need, though. But I also really need to make sure I'm getting the items that we need. Bleed in this game used to be insanely overpowered before it came out in public. Bleed was by far the strongest build in the game. Okay, we're gonna do passion, so activates when there are at least 10 enemies and then gives them burning. Let's go with, yeah, see, we're definitely gonna need, I guess I still have my whole weapon chain to go through, but definitely gonna need to pick up the medic here soon. So the only thing I can think of that's really different from how this like would differ from a build I would do is I wonder if I'm sleeping on micro bombs for kunai, because I almost always do cyanide. Okay, so here's our bloody axe, which is another one that we're really gonna want here. I almost always run cyanide, mainly because I like that they throw it twice, and it was always doing like, we would get around 40,000 DPS most times we ran that weapon. And so the fact that they ran micro bombs maybe thinks I'm sleeping on it. I don't know. It's gonna be okay. There's some huge movement speed. Let's lock down weapon reduction. This is a really good this is a really good actually, let's lock down critical damage, because I think I'm gonna get really good weapon reduction when we pick up the coffee cup. And I think having that crit damage will be pretty good. Alright, let's go. EMP grenade, we're gonna take the one that has a chance to reduce the cooldown of your ability. Okay, I need the medic here. Okay, we're gonna reroll. Shit. Okay, 2 rerolls, that sucks. I needed the medic there though, for one, for the extra XP, and two, so I can start leveling up her abilities and getting through all those. All right, so we're getting pretty lucky here with our items, so let's banish. We'll banish magic hat, because we're not really gonna, we will have a electric, but this is mostly a slashing build. So let's banish that one. And then we'll take the icon for the, have a chance to transfer. This one's really good. This is what I used. This was the item I used in my, I think my best build that I have, where we lasted about an hour. But this item is, transferring the electricity is super, super good. But it's also kind of surprising to use that item and then we're not going to be using the bigger dome. So I wonder how that's going to work out. Like, I get blocking the projectiles is really useful, but I also like the bigger dome because it constantly freezes enemies and it makes it easier to navigate through them. Okay, let's go EMP grenade there. Go stim pack. Okay, I'm gonna take the XP modifier and we'll sit on that crit for right now. Go stim pack again. Okay, let's see if our streak can continue. Nope. Streak ended. Okay, let's banish chocolate box. Okay, so there's a couple items we still want to get the other electric item. And then we still really, coffee cup is super important in this too. So let's hope that we can get one of those. Nuts and bolts is an item we need, so we will take that. So a 15% chance for the ability activation to reduce its next cooldown by half. So let's roll that one. I have no more banishes left, so we're almost there. I'm still missing arguably the most important item though. Okay, so we'll do support. So now every EMP grenade explosion reduces the cooldown of a random ability by 15%. So let's bust that out. So hopefully we can get coffee cup soon. I guess we could kind of use Sugar Rush as a holdover if we see that one. Okay, let's do experiment 21. So we can use, yeah, we could use Sugar Rush because they're kind of similar, but Sugar Rush is going to give us more attack speed, whereas Coffee Cup will give us way better weapon cooldown reduction. And then we still want to get the other electricity item, but I think we got the most important one. Okay, let's do the weapon crit now. We'll definitely put that on Ghost. Alright, let's do medical drone. Alright, so none of these, so let's re-roll. Okay, none of these either. Okay, so we're gonna start running down, we're gonna start getting into tough territory here. So let's re-roll one more time. Okay, none of these ones either. That's a bummer. I guess we'll take mod chip for now. Yeah, let's do mod chip for now, because that at least will give us some sort of weapon cooldown reduction. I mean, we still have, I mean, hopefully, we still have a lot of time to get enough crates to move through some of these items and get what we need. Alright, let's go electric turret, stim pack. Okay, let's go weapon cooldown reduction on the Ghost. Okay, we're gonna do Flycatcher on this one. Flycatcher basically acts as a taunt. Let me see real quick. The cooldown on this seems really low. Because it seems that we already have it up infinitely. I haven't really I haven't really noticed it going down yet. It's definitely a lot harder to tell though because it's such a small shield. But you know, I don't think it's been going down. Okay, we're gonna need RNG gods with us now. Coffee cup. Nope. Actually, these are all pretty bad items. What are we at with this guy yet? 50 and 50, so we can replace this. But I don't... I guess we could do homing pigeon for now. So let's kind of make sure. So 195, 195, 195. So 195, 195, still there. All right, let's do dodge chance. Because again, this build is more focused around just surviving. Not necessarily, it seems odd. It seems odd that we're gonna build more around survivability and like all this ability cooldown reduction. And we're gonna put up really high numbers, but I guess that's just a testament to more about surviving long enough. Okay, we're gonna do medicate here. So again, the only big item I need, the biggest item I need right now is coffee cup. Okay, no coffee cup again. So these are, I will replace this at some point. So I have 3 items. We have 3 items I need to replace here. I'm gonna need the other electric item, the ladder. And then I need the coffee cup, which is the biggest one. And then the 8th item, I guess, is up in the air for whatever I want to do. Maybe the slashing damage. These are, I think, a skip, though. I think these are a skip. I think as long as we're able to get the coffee cup, we should be fine. Because that's obviously one of the staples of this build, because we want to be able to apply bleed as often and as frequently as possible. Let's do experiment 21. I'm going to go full frost on these two. I don't know what they did in their build, but I'm going to go full frost. They didn't post the medic stuff. Let's go full frost. Ability duration, wow. I guess we'll put that on the engineer. Or the medic. No, let's do the engineer. Everybody will get at least some of the bonus. And we're gonna go blaster for this run. Okay, so coffee cup. Nope. I will take the kinetic slashing though. We get a little less electric, but I think we'll be fine with that. And then let's get rid of homing pigeon for now. The slashing is going to be... Slashing is where this build is going to do most of its damage. So that could be our 8th item, and now the only thing we're missing is coffee cup and the electric ladder. Okay, let's go ability reduction on the ghost again. Okay, coffee cup or ladder. It sucks that we don't have any more rerolls here. So nothing here again, so another skip. Yeah, okay. I do want to replace this double damage soon, though, because I don't want to get into one-hit territory here, which we're entering soonish. We'll do resuscitate last, like we usually do, but more movement speed, huh? Okay, let's lock down the reduction. That's another 2 back-to-back, or not back-to-back, but 2 legendary movement speeds. Where was this when I'm doing my movement speed builds with the compass? You know, the compass might be might be a good item to pick up here now that I have this extra 50% movement speed. Or 50 movement speed. Alright, hold on 1 second. Alright, so this sucks again. These items are a pass. We're not getting the last 2 we need, so let's skip this again. Let's do XP. I mean, I at least want to get, like, I at least need to get Sugar Rush here. I need to get one of these weapon cooldown reductions for my 1,000 cuts. That's gotta be a big one that I need here. the only thing that currently has me worried. The build itself is doing fine for right now. Okay, let's do freezing flask again. See, because what is this giving me? This is giving me nothing. 4.5%. Basically, because I have no crit items. Okay, let's do the ability crit damage on the ghost. Okay, coffee cup or ladder? Really? Rough. Super rough. Alright, you know, I think I'm gonna replace this one because this really isn't doing anything right now. Okay, freezing flask. Alright, I think next items too, I think I'm gonna get off this double damage. Alright, let's do the weapon reduction. I mean, I guess I could run it a little bit longer. Maybe one more item cycle. But we are getting late into the game now. Okay, well, at least we got the... No, that's the frozen one. Shoot. I thought that was the electric one. Dang it, I need the ladder. So again, waste it. Man. That coffee cup is just such a huge deal right now. It's it's arguably the most important item in the game. Not gonna worry too much about resuscitate at the moment, unless there's just no other good upgrades on that tree. Okay, let's do the resuscitate there then. The knockback and the electricity is doing a really good job of keeping the enemies off of us. Okay, we can do ability crit chance. All right, come on. Give me one of the items we need. We're 2 items off of our build here. The fudge. We keep seeing the same shit. Skip. It's not like I'm not getting good cooldown reduction here either. I guess I can't complain too much about that because I have been getting really solid weapon cooldown reduction picks. That was a bad hit. I ran right through the middle of those guys though. Let's see, that just a regular zombie hit almost killed me in one hit there. So that's kind of why I want to get rid of it soon. Because again, it's not about damage, it's just about surviving. And if I can just do a good enough job, you know, avoiding the enemies, like when they're stunned, frozen, whatever, then that should be enough. All right, are we gonna have to say a prayer this time? Okay. Take a moment of silence. Say a little prayer to yourself. We need coffee cup. We need Jacob's ladder, and as an alternate, sugar rush. Okay, those are the 3 items I want to see here. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Okay. Good luck to us. Okay, there's the compass, though. The compass, yeah, okay. Let's take the compass, and I'm going to replace the double damage now. The compass should be giving us good stats. 38, 38, and 38. That's really good. I mean, it's mostly about that ability damage. Look, I won't get too mad at you guys for not doing your prayers correctly, but gonna need a little better next time. That was close. You know, that was like really, really close. Because I did mention I would take the compass. Okay, then let's do that ability cooldown reduction. And we'll put that back on the ghost again. Okay, we can do... I think we'll just do Hoarder. However this run goes, though, I think we'll... If I don't get the coffee cup, I think we will revisit this build because, I mean, this is obviously a good build. The electricity stuff is doing amazing, kind of stunning all the enemies. And I think I slept on Electrocute too, because Electrocute seems to be doing pretty well here. It's going off pretty frequently. Okay, so now we're at full capacity. Let's do weapon attack speed on you. Okay. Same thing as last time. Coffee cup, Jacob's ladder, and as a backup, Sugar Rush. Okay, there's Sugar Rush. So now what do we replace? I guess I probably replace this one. So again, I'm trying to emulate the most of what they're doing with their build. This one I think we're just gonna keep. Because the duration is super good, the ability area is pretty good, and the ability damage is super good. So I think we'll keep that and we'll replace you. Sugar Rush isn't going to be as good as so it's not going to be as good as the coffee cup because I mainly want that cooldown reduction. The good thing is every time we're picking up a new item, you know, it is kind of getting it out of the pool, so the odds of the odds of coffee cups showing up now are a little bit better. And honestly, at this point, I don't think I'm gonna take Jacob's Ladder. And I'm sure it's gonna show up now. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this just because I picked up 50 extra movement speed. I think I'm gonna keep on this. I think I'm gonna keep on my compass, and then ignore Jacob's Ladder. And then at this point, we'll just play for the coffee cup, and we'll use that to replace Sugar Rush. But I think for the most part, I guess we're kind of there. Because again, Sugar Rush kind of fills a little bit of that role. All right, so nothing, skip again. For the most part, we're probably gonna have Sugar Rush up all the time anyways. Let's do armor, I guess, there. I don't know. I give up on trying to get coffee cup. I'm just gonna not even worry about it, and we're just gonna play with what we have. All right, let's do dodge. Because either way, coffee cup or no coffee cup, this is pretty... I mean, this is doing pretty legit right now. This is pretty similar to our ultimate trio build. I guess we have a little bit more damage than theirs does, but... took a few extra modifications, a few things differently than what I would have taken. I think one of the things I'm looking at here is I usually take electrocute with the poison, the venomous, but I think this one might be better, especially late game. The one where it burns and it goes off whenever there's 10 enemies in range. I think that's probably the biggest thing that I think is a lot better with this one. Because we're pretty much, it's going off so often. And then with all our cooldown reduction, it's keeping these enemies shocked for a really long time. And even without Jacob's Ladder, all Jacob's Ladder gives you extra. Jacob's Ladder is going to give you extra tags on your electricity, but then it also doubles the shock cooldown. But honestly, that doesn't seem as important right now. All right, I swear we keep seeing the same stuff. Like, we haven't even seen Jacob's Ladder yet either. All right, let's do... If part of me wonders if I could just hold still and just avoid the bosses. Oh, there's Jacob's Ladder. So Jacob's Ladder finally shows up. But yeah, I don't think I take it. I don't think I take it. I think we stick with the ones we have here. Because I don't think with all the movement speed we have, I don't think I want to replace this. The only thing not in their build is this one, but I think I keep this still too. So I think we just roll with this. Ah, that guy's bullshit. That guy's so fast. I'm definitely better off just holding still too. Pickup range? No. As much as I love that legendary. I've seen the legendary pickup range and what it does. It doesn't do much. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is good. I mean, this isn't exactly what they did. I guess it's more of a hybrid build, but it's definitely a good build here. I definitely have more damage in this build than they did. Between the power glove and let's do, yeah, between the power glove and the compass, definitely way more damage output. Other than the coffee cup for the attack cooldown. But mostly what we're doing here is we're mostly just stunning and letting our bleed do the work. Like our bleed and our kunais. I keep trying to dodge the projectiles, but I don't have to. I guess this is where all your kind of damage racks up too. Just because again, we're not doing, let's do weapon critical damage. We're not doing, I mean, we do have some damage items, but you know, the enemies are just kind of stun locked most of the time, and you're just racking up non-stop damage against them. I don't think coffee cup's in the game. I'm pretty sure I didn't ban it because I almost always keep the same items banned. But either way, Sugar Rush is doing okay with what we're doing here. So it's almost like I just need to avoid the bosses. So at this point, I wonder if taking the boss killer item is a good pick right here. It's funny, it's like they kind of come in and then they just get frozen again or stunned. That wasn't a revive, was it? No, it wasn't. I saw the magnet go off, and so the magnet goes off if we revive. I'm not even gonna go for that item. I think I'm just gonna hang out here now until I die. I'm pretty content with how this build is going. Just kind of move around this zone. Keep everybody stun locked. Avoid the bosses. Yeah, it's definitely a combination of the stun lock and Pulsar pushing them back, and then our taunts. Really, really good combination. Hey, give me 1 second again, just uno second. Woo! I need to push these guys back a little bit more. Push them back. Alright. Nope. I mean, that was the time to do it. I picked up the defender, but I hope that didn't really mess up my position too much. I guess it kind of did. That's why I didn't want to leave, because I had my turrets all set up in good spots. Okay, so I'm not gonna go for, yeah, I'm not gonna go for any more items anymore. I know there's a couple things out there. My SOS. I like holding this perimeter right now. Because all I really have to do is push enemies back and kill the bosses. And avoid the bosses, mostly. You know, just kind of keep running an arc back and forth to keep the enemies away. Keep them stunned, push them back. And then try my hardest to avoid getting hit by the bosses. Well, there it is, officially an hour. That got too risky. I would prefer not to use my revives. They are starting to kind of like push through though, a little bit more though. I guess maybe that's where the extra... Maybe that's where the Jacob's Ladder comes in, you know, hold them at bay a little. If they're electrocuted twice as long, that's probably where that comes into effect, you know? So again, it doesn't... This is why the damage doesn't really matter in this build. It's more... I guess the objective here is just to stun lock and avoid bosses. Stun lock, avoid bosses. I need to get a little bit... I need to get these turrets pushed up a little more. Not so far back. Not so pushed up against the wall. Ooh, that guy tricked me. I didn't think that's how he was going to attack. Okay, let's do... Ugh, not a huge fan of a lot of these ones. We can do duration, I guess. I think that will apply to his... Okay, let's do... I'm gonna unlock that. I think that'll apply to his Hollow Ghost. I want to go get those military trainings so bad, but it's not worth it. See, now I see like how the kunais rack up all the damage here. It all makes sense now on why this is such a high damage build. Which is funny because it's a build not about the damage, but it ends up doing a ton of damage. Just because you're not dying. Oh, that was the revive. I got hit by that guy, damn. Okay, let's do... Okay, we need to play it a little... Well, I mean, I can't really... I'm playing it as safe as I can here. I guess I just have to hope I can hold off until the revive comes back. But honestly, I don't know if we can. That's a long time to survive. And they are pushing through. Oh, there it is. 1 hour, 5 minutes. Pretty solid build. Yeah, 152,000 damage for 1,000 cuts. 98,000 for kunais. 2016. That's pretty low, but most of the damage comes here. So their build... So the one that they showed me, they survived a minute and 13 seconds. So they survived about 8 or 9 minutes longer. But they did 400,000 damage. So their 1,000 cuts was doing 400,000 damage. So let me kind of compare like their stats to what we have here. So I'm going to copy image. I'm not going to post it on the screen because I don't have that set up right now. But I'll just kind of read through the stats that they had. So yeah, so their kunai had 300,000, so we weren't even close to that. I had 98,000, so they had 200,000 more DPS on the kunai. And then they had 414 on 1,000 cuts. Whereas I only had 150,000. So then if I compare their stats, so let's go to my ghost. They had weapon damage at 195, crit at 27, crit at 250, attack speed at 175, and then their cooldown reduction was about at the same. They had 215, 77.4. Their ability damage was much lower. See, this is I guess where I don't see where it comes. I guess maybe if I survived 9 minutes longer, maybe that would just give me insane, like maybe insane more DPS. But their ability damage was 195. Their critical chance was 30. Their ability crit damage was 250. They had less area, less duration. Oh, they had way more reduction, though. Holy cow. How did they get that much reduction? Ability cooldown reduction. They had 160 and 71. I guess that explains where that comes in. Yeah, that's that's the biggest difference there. Okay. So they had the less damage, but they had way more ability cooldown reduction, way more. So I guess that's probably where the biggest damage modifier comes in. That's the only thing I think of, because for the most part, everything else we had was higher. And then in terms of items, they really only had... the only thing different was they actually had Coffee Cup instead of Sugar Rush. And then they had the Gem of Life, which I think they could have replaced, but maybe... I don't know, maybe they picked that up last or something. But they had the Tempest, they had the sword. They didn't have the compass or the power glove. Then they had the axe. So what else did they have different? We both had solar panel. So they just had coffee cup and then the gem of life. Oh, and they had, hold on. Oh, they had Jacob's ladder. Yeah. So maybe Jacob's ladder would have made a little bit of a difference, especially stunning them twice as long. That probably actually would have been pretty beneficial right there at the end. So I see it. I see why they did that over something like this. But either way, that was still a really fun build. We might try to visit this one later because I want to really see how they got that ability cooldown reduction so low. I mean, we had the same items, but man, they had their ability cooldown reduction on the ghost to 160 and 71. And then what did they have on the engineer? The engineer they had a good amount too. The engineer they had 145 and then 68, so they had more there too. But overall, I had way more damage numbers. They just had way better ability cooldown reduction. So that, I guess, was the biggest difference. But either way, that's the best run so far. Let's see, that was 1 minute and 5 seconds. Pretty good, pretty good build. I'll revisit this one later. I am kind of bummed we didn't get the coffee cup. But other than that, it worked out really well. It was a really good build. It's definitely my record for this run. We ran sort of a modified version of what they had. We had 3 different items, more on damage, and then just that one. So yeah, there we go. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.